So this is a Tarte palette, and total bummer. I think I'm going to return it. I jumped on it as soon as I saw it at Sephora as being a new Tarte product because they usually sell out pretty quickly and everything. And this is specifically the American Escape Amazonian Clay Eye and Cheek palette. Okay, but this was $44. This was actually kind of expensive. But it's an all-natural brand and everything. And it's coming with a decent amount of eyeshadow, 1.75 grams times 6, and the blushes are 4.45 grams times 2. This is what the clutch looks like. It's actually a decent kind of clutch. It's always, Tarte always gives you things in this kind of dark purple color. It's like their color. I believe this is like a fake kind of snake skin too. I mean, it is fake. Not I believe, it is. It's a fake snake skin. And then it has this little leather trimming. Okay, so it's actually a decent sized clutch, and it's got a decent weight to it. It's kind of heavy. If you can kind of see, that's how big it is and everything. But it just looks so pretty online that I had to pick it up. But now I'm kind of thinking, it comes with a nice full-size mirror, but a little bit of a packaging issue here. Do you see how much space there is? So there's all this plastic border. It does come with this little card that tells you like how to do a day look, and then how to do a nighttime look. So if you keep this little clear plastic thing, it tells you the colors and everything. It's kind of reflecting an awful lot on my camera here, so I'm going to actually remove it. But what you're getting is this color Free, which is supposed to be a new like blush shade. You can only get it in this palette. And it's kind of like a souped up NARS Orgasm, because it's got a decent amount of gold glitter and it's a lot more of a punch color. It's got a pretty dark, bright kind of coral color. Then this one is Exposed, which is actually really beautiful, nice kind of bronzer nude color. It's matte. And it does have a little bit of warmth and color to it that makes it a blush, but it also could very easily be used as a bronzer. I'm not going to swatch these because I'm really thinking of returning this palette, so I apologize. But then you get a shimmer kind of ivory color, another kind of slightly shimmer frosted peach color. You get one matte color, which is just this color in the middle here, and it's kind of like a light taupe color. Kind of get a golden brown bronzy color here, and more of a deeper brown color where it has just a little bit of a shimmer metallic finish, where this has much more of a heavier kind of shimmer finish. And also this really nice kind of deep rich purple color, which kind of matches this packaging perfectly. Has a little bit of glitter and shimmer in it. So the reason I'm thinking of returning this is that this was $44, and what I feel like you're paying for is the packaging. And I was debating, well, maybe I would keep it if I could kind of lift this palette out. But I can't really, I don't think it's supposed to come out. Like sometimes, like with their holiday collection and that jewelry box, they made it so you could remove it. But I don't think you can remove this. This seems pretty solid. So I don't think you can take this out of here, which then, at least if you could do that, then you could use it as like, you know, a clutch and then have these eyeshadows and move it into like a uni palette or something. But the other reason why I don't think I'm going to keep it is because I also have this Tarte palette, which came in like where it was 3 little booklets and then you put it in the clutch. I think that totaled like $44, but you got 3 of these. So you got actually a decent amount of shadow, and you got 3 blushes. This one, you're only getting 6 eyeshadows and 2 blushes, and it's the same price. Now the packaging of this is obviously a lot cheaper. This is kind of like this little portfolio thing, but I actually really like that because it's super portable. And the little like clutch that it came in, like I just ended up taking it apart so that I could use it as a clutch separately, and not so much to really put this eyeshadow stuff in it. I feel like the same thing with this palette. If I could take this out and use it separately, then maybe I would keep it, but it's kind of silly because if you think about it, this clutch here would be like ideally all you would need to carry, right? Because it would be your makeup. But then there's no room for a brush. So there's no room for even like a sponge tip applicator or a nice eye brush or a blush brush. So it's kind of like silly because it's not all in one contained. You don't have any space to be able to put those accessories, so then you would still need to hold something else. So it's kind of just silly and defeating its purpose, if you see what I mean. And then what I was getting at with this palette is that, do you see this? These colors are almost identical. Let's see here. So the shades are almost identical. And actually, when I combine with the other two palettes that came in this kit, then I definitely have very similar shades. Like this is almost this color, this is almost this color, this is almost this color, this is almost a dead ringer for this color, and then obviously this one and this one is a little bit different. But the shades are close enough that I kind of feel like I don't really need more plum and shimmering peach and, you know, taupe colors. That I think I'm going to definitely just return this palette, which is unfortunate because I love Tarte products and everything. But when I was thinking about it, it's like this was $44 and I already have Exposed, and these colors already kind of come in another eyeshadow palette that I have from Tarte. And I really can't see myself using this clutch like this because I would still have to carry something else to do a blush brush and an eyeshadow brush or some kind of even sponge tip applicator. So I think unfortunately I'm going to go ahead and return this palette. But I did want to upload a video about it because I did purchase it and I did fall in love with it online. But now that I have it and I see it and I compare it to what I already have, I kind of feel like $44 could easily be spent on something else at Sephora or Tarte. So I think this is going to go back, unfortunately. But I hope you found this review helpful, and I don't want to discourage you from getting this. Like, if you love Tarte and you don't have these shadows, then I think it's really great. It's just, for me, I think it's not exactly worth the money for me to keep it. So again, this was the Tarte Amazon Escape palette.